Senator Ademola Adeleke trekked the road from the junction down to the primary school. Speaking with some of the residents, the state governor said he decided to embark on the visit to have first-hand information on the state of the road and level of infrastructural deficits that has happened to John Mackey and Camp Primary School, Ayepe area, Osogbo. The headmistress of the school, Mrs. Esther Ogundipe, while conducting the governor around to the school, said most of the blocks of classrooms in the school were blown off by storms and were abandoned because the previous government did not do anything to fix them. Responding, the governor assured the teacher, who was moved to tears, that the school and the road will be part of the completed projects to be celebrated in commemoration of his 100 days in office.
I can assure you, whatever we need to do to facilitate infrastructure, we will be doing that. In our 100 days, with small money, that's happening. So don't cry again, you will not cry anymore. Okay?
The governor, who caught the residents of the area unaware, was welcomed by pupils of the school, who had trooped out en masse to welcome him with songs. The governor also visited Otaifu Maternity Center in Olongda North LCDA, where he lamented the state of things at the facility with no drugs, beddings, and an unkept environment. The governor assured the residents of the area that his government will leave no stone unturned in ensuring that people have access to qualitative healthcare services.
Look at the bed, look at the bed. Somebody will just sit here now.
The residents of the area, who could not hide their joy, said no government presence could be felt in the area and that it is the first time a governor will visit their community regardless of the poor state of the road. It has been Abdurrahim Adegleko reporting.
In another development, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has ordered immediate stoppage of illegal mining as well as arrest and prosecution of illegal mining syndicates. Senator Adeleke gave the directive while inaugurating a committee of solid mineral sector. Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adegleko now completes the story.
According to Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke, the inauguration of the committee is meant to rescue the soul of the state's economy, adding that the committee is saddled with the responsibility of recovering and protecting the common assets and solid mineral resources of Osun State. He said his administration is bringing searchlight on the solid mineral sector with particular attention on the activities of Shegilela Company and others operating in the state's gold field, while lamenting that there is no record of any payment of the 13% derivatives due to the state in several years of its existence. Senator Adeleke condemned the level of environmental degradation that the state has been subjected to by those operating in the mining field.
Osun State is entitled to 13% derivation from any ounce of gold extracted from our gold and other solid mineral fields. Shegilela and other operating companies are expected by law to pay Osun State 13% derivation of the value of gold and other solid minerals produced in the last 25 years. To date, we have no record of any payment made by Shegilela and other mining companies to the system. My administration is determined to recover every payment, every assistance by governments operating in the gold field.
In a similar development, the governor lamented a situation where revenue agents earn more than the state and directed that all revenues must henceforth go to the coffers of the state. He therefore directed all revenue agents in the state to report to the committee immediately for new terms of engagement.
Consequently, all consultants managing with the trade and collecting the health revenue and government suspended, pending review by the revenue committee.
On the report of illegal logging of precious woods, the governor ordered immediate suspension of all logging permits. He also suspended the engagement of all consultants manning the control posts for the collection of haulage revenues. The governor charged the committee to look into the area of revenue leakages and come up with new ideas on how to boost the internally generated revenues of the state. It has been Abdurrahim Adekunle reporting.
Suspected hoodlums have unleashed a spate of violent attacks on the Independent National Network Commission building in the railway in the state and the People's Democratic Party campaign office in the state, raising the two facilities and further heightening anxiety about the conduct of the 2022-2023 governorship election. Reports say this was even as the Nigerian Air Force bombed terrorist hideout in the three local government areas of Yoruba, the Gabi and Chikum of Kaduna State killing scores of the hoodlums. It asked that the operation is aimed at clearing the areas of criminals ahead of forthcoming poll. When the assault, the police came free of the attackers while one officer died and other one sustained injuries. Oil marketers have criticized the import monopoly held by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, noting that the situation is not helping the petroleum market. In its presentation at the Virtual Press Shop, seemed the regulation understanding the downstream supply chain held in Lagos, the general manager operation of the petroleum company Abdulmutali Rabiu called for an end to NNPCL petrol import monopoly. Represented by an independent consultant and former group executive director, NNPC, Billy Rabiu, the manager said the federal government should allow every competition by granting licenses and access to foreign exchange to marketers willing to get into product importation business. According to him, so long as NNPCL remains the sole importer of petroleum product, the amount spent on the importation should be published or for everyone to see, because it is public fund that the company is using to bring in the product. Federal government has relied from corridors for air passengers and other stakeholders following the reduction in COVID-19 cases in the country. Minister of Aviation Senator Addison Wika made the announcement on his official Twitter handle. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority in a letter gave details of the revised travel protocol. According to the letter, which was signed by the Director General of NCAA, Captain Musa Nuhu, was addressed to all aviation service providers, adding that the prevalence of COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria and most parts of the world has remained at low ebb for a sustained period. It added that Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 has therefore revised the COVID-19 public health guidelines. Now to sports. Argentina star Di Maria is fit to start against Croatia. The Bulgarian suffered a muscle injury in a 2-0 win over Poland, missing the round of 16th class with Australia. Di Maria, however, made his return into the quarterfinal win against Netherlands, coming off as a substitute in extra time. Coach Canodi said in a press conference that they are both fit and this leaves the team calm. According to the coach, they are both good and are going to assess, because the game can be very long and complicated, assuring that they are all available to start. How to follow stories. 6 people, including 2 police officers, have been fatally shot after suspected ambush at the remote Australian property. Police said they have been searching for a missing person in Brisbane, 270 kilometers west of Brisbane, Queensland, when they were fired upon. After a normal shoot, 3 suspects were fatally shot by police. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese called it an approaching day for Australia. 4 police officers who are armed in Australia initially went to the property after a request from New South Wales Police. That ends the news on OSBC TV. It was edited by Abdul Jalil at BBC. Join us at 3 for the state news. Good afternoon.